Hello, everybody. Welcome to November Vlogs. Yay!
Did we just do that together?
Did we really?
We'll watch that back and we'll have a look.
I got yarn in my hand, so you might have seen some yarn.
So I've just got Luigi behind me.
So we are back for November Vlogs. So a little bit of an introduction first, because we've had some new subscribers. So my name is Alex.
My name is Alex. My name's Danny.
This is Danny.
And we have... I like how you went, Danny.
It's going to be one of those days. We have the My Yarny Corner, hand-dyed yarn business and YouTube channel. And we do a lot of vlogs, so there's always vlogs popping up. We do really, really enjoy vlogging, so we do tend to take most opportunities to vlog, don't we?
We do indeed. It's fun.
So for this month, we are vlogging each day in November. We don't vlog weekends.
No.
The only reason we don't vlog weekends is because we do have quite a lot to do for the business. So because I'm vlogging as well, it takes up so much time. So I end up trying to have a little bit of a break on a weekend, which doesn't usually work that way, because normally the stuff that I haven't managed to get done during the week because of vlogging, I get it done on a weekend. The bigger jobs. So yeah, we don't vlog weekends, so we'll just do Monday to Friday like we normally do, but it'll be every day in November, and I hope that you'll enjoy our little November vlogs. So Vlogtober has gone so quick. I have loved watching everybody. So I have watched Jeanette at Crafty Clegs Creations, Karen from Stitches and Jacks, Karen from the Karen Knits podcast. I've watched Sock Witchery, Carla Pert. I might have to put that on the screen. Is it Carla Knits and Sews? I'm so sorry, Carla. That's so bad. I'll pop it on the screen. Who else have I watched? Bobblehead Knits. She's on my screen at the moment. She's looking at me. She's on the TV. And yeah, so I've had such a blast during Vlogtober. It's gone so fast. So I'm hoping that you're going to enjoy our little November vlogs. Should be fun, shouldn't it?
Yeah. I've just been staring because I got the sun right in my eye and I can't see anything. So I'm just saying, really, I hope my face is okay. Because I'm just going...
Luigi's really basking in it, can you see?
Oh, he's basking in the sun next to me, but yeah, I can't see anything.
So today is update day. We try not to talk about the business too much on the vlogs, but a little bit of a disclosure here. Our updates are on the 1st of every month.
Today.
So that's today. So there is going to be business talk today because we are getting ready for the shop update tonight. That light is really bad, actually.
Really? It's not on me. You see this little square here? The light's not playing on me.
Can you not see the screen?
Huh?
Can you not see the screen?
I've got one eye at the moment. I've just got a left eye. The left eye's in the shade, the right eye's, well, blind. I can't see nothing.
So yeah, we'll be showing you all getting ready for the update tonight. I'm gonna pause it here and just sort this light out. I'll be back. That's as good as I can get.
On the beautiful sun bit, I'm gonna go back to computing, go back to doing the shop update stuff. So I'll leave you lovely people with Alex. Bye everyone.
Oh dear me. Yeah, so he's just getting all of the listings onto the website for tonight. Ow, I've just banged my foot. Ouch, that really hurt. So, what can you expect during November vlogs? I don't really know. I'm just going to film each day and see what comes up. I do have a little bit of a theme this month. I really want to make a festive jumper. And I did get a pattern for one gifted, which then sent me into the rabbit hole of buying the yarn that went with the pattern. So I'm going to talk about that later. I have started it and I've had to frog it. I was struggling, but I'll talk about that later. But there is going to be the festive knitting. So if you want to join me for a little informal make-along during the November vlogs, then please do, share what you've been making. That would be fantastic. So I'm going to be doing that. And I'll show you what I'm working on right now. So this one was not my fault, completely not my fault. So I went to Knit Group last week and I was totally enabled at Knit Group, completely enabled, not my fault. And the funny thing is, normally it's me that's doing the enabling to the others. But two of the ladies at Knit Group convinced me that I needed to go to Hobbycraft straight after knit group and look at the new colours for Women's Institute yarn. I adore Women's Institute yarn. It's an acrylic yarn, but it washes so nice and it's lovely, and it's one of my favourite acrylic yarns. So I left knit group last Thursday and I headed on over to Hobbycraft and came back with some yarn. But in my defence, I had £10 worth of Hobbycraft vouchers, so it only cost me £1.20, which, you know, you can't actually go wrong. And as one of the ladies said at knit group, yarn does not go off, so it's fine. So I got the yarn and I was planning on making a Lento sweater. If you've been watching my ridiculous attempts at YouTube shorts, I'm so sorry. I apologise in advance for my ridiculous YouTube shorts. I'm trying to do them because YouTube wants you to do them, and I'm really not very good at it. I'm absolutely rubbish, but I'm trying to get a few out a week just because YouTube likes you to have some shorts on. Plus, it's a little bit, I'm sort of using it as a way to share little bits with you in between podcasts and vlogs and things. And I'm finding that actually it's quite nice. I shared the Toft kit that I got and I had some lovely comments. So that, to show them little snippets on the shorts has actually been quite nice. Anyway, I've digressed. I did share a short of my Lento sweater. I've made 2 Lento sweaters. The first one that I made was in an alpaca mix and an undyed yarn, held double. I put it in the washing machine with all my socks. I always put everything on a wool wash, always. I was so busy, in usual Alex style, I was trying to do 2, 3, 4 jobs at once, flicked the washing machine on automatically without even thinking about it and put it straight on a standard wash. So when it came out, my Lento was half the size. I was absolutely gutted. So the plan was, when I got this yarn, I was going to make another Lento sweater. But that didn't work out. I did start it and then just thought these colours together screamed a cardigan. And you know that I've been saying for so long I want a big oversized cardigan that I can put on when I'm driving. I hate coats. I absolutely detest wearing a coat. It's got to be freezing. In fact, I don't even own a winter coat anymore.
Steals mine.
I do steal Danny if it's really, really cold. I'll steal Danny's coat. And it's got to be freezing for me to steal Danny's coat. I don't mind. I've got a little denim jacket and a little leather jacket. I can wear them, but I can't bear the feeling of a winter coat. I feel restricted. So for the past few years, I've been saying I want an oversized cardigan. Oversized for the simple reason that I don't feel restricted. I can't bear anything tight. This jumper that I've got on today will not stay on for the entire day because this is too tight on my neck and I feel like I can't breathe. So that is just what I'm like. Anyway, so as I started with this yarn, I thought it's screaming cardigan. And I've had the Douglas cardigan playing in my mind since it came out. So I went on to Ravelry and I did purchase the Douglas cardigan. I'll show you a picture for those of you that haven't seen it. If I can find the cover picture for the pattern. And it's an oversized cardigan. This is it. It's by Andrea Mowry. I want it a fair bit longer than this, so I'm really having to think about what I'm doing with the pattern because I want it to come preferably down past my bum so I can really just wrap myself up in it. But that's what I'm making. So it's all Women's Institute yarn, and this is what I have so far. I think I've got another 2 stripes to go before I start on the decreases, you know, for the neck bit. So I'm just working my way on this. I'm struggling with it a little bit because it's such thick yarn, and with it being a cardigan, there's so many stitches on it. It's playing with my shoulder a little bit. It's a little bit heavy, but I'm nearly there. Once I've got past this section, I'm nearly there. And the sleeves, and Once you get past this section, you separate the 2 front panels and the back panel, and you knit them separately, and then you do a 3 needle bind off on the shoulders, and then you've got the sleeves. All that'll be really easy. I've just got to get past the bulk part of it. So I'm trying to, before I get into the festive knitting, I just want to get past this section, get these next 2 stripes in and get the decreases going, and then separate it, and it'll be so much easier. So that's the plan. That was a long-winded story. That was 10 minutes of yakking, whatever the word is. I don't know. Yapping. Yapping. I think yakking is actually something quite different.
I just have to throw my 2 pence in there. I got back to what.
Yeah, I think yakking's something very, very different. I'm sorry, it's going to be one of those days. Right, we also need to go shopping as standard in Danny and Alex's world.
I'm tickled.
So we're going to head on out to Tesco's when Danny's finished getting all his jobs done for the computer.
I like that, how Danny gets his jobs done.
I've done all mine, I've been good.
Yeah, you have actually, that's right.
Danny does all of the adding all the products to the website. He does all that. And it's a job and a half. It really is. It's a huge job. It takes a long time. I've been on the computer and done my little bit. My little bit is setting up collections. It's really easy. Anyway, right. So yeah, we need to go shopping in a little bit. We're going to get that done, and then we will see where the rest of the 1st of November takes us.
Speed bumps, the speed bumps.
There is loads of speed bumps on this bit. I'm sorry.
I
We're
try
going
not
to
to
go
poke
again.
myself in the eye for the 3rd time. But
Danny keeps poking himself in the eye. He's done it twice in the past hour.
I don't know why. I haven't got an answer for it. And I wear glasses. No, that's unlogical.
Oh, bless you.
Well, anyways, hello people know. We are out and about. We are heading shopping, aren't we?
We are going to Tesco's. We're going
Which is standard. If you watch the vlog, we're always going to Tesco's.
We don't do a full weekly shop.
No.
We go and get what we need when we need it, because then it stops things getting wasted.
Yeah, because you start to look in the freezer and you go, I can't be bothered with that.
Yeah. So we only buy what we need.
Yeah, for the day.
But we're going over the Moor Road again because there are traffic lights everywhere in the village, which you will see me moaning about during Vlogtember. No, it's not Vlogtember. That's what Stitched by Mrs D used, and it's not even September during November vlogs. It's a little bit hairy because the handbrake's been a bit dodgy on the car, and I've got to stop on this hill. Other day we rolled backwards.
Yeah, so we took it to the garage to get sorted.
Jake looked at it, he's tightened it, he said, but I just need to be pulling extra vigilant, pulling the handbrake up more than what I am.
So I hope you're all having a lovely day. Welcome to Autumn Vlogs.
Hopefully we'll see some sheep on the way over.
And hopefully I'll get some sheep for you on the way over. So yeah, stay safe everybody.
I've got to use the handbrake.
We've got to use the handbrake, so we'll find out. Oh, you're going to see it live. This is live right now. Can you do? Is it going? Oh, spot on.
That hill's like that. It doesn't look it on the vlogs, but it is.
So he's fixed it.
It tightened it, but it said I need to be pulling the handbrake on more, but I don't have the strength.
Well, I'm here, so I can just go and put.
Yeah, you might have to do it next time.
So
that was a bit hairy.
Stay safe, everybody. Enjoy the wonderful views. Bye, everyone.
Karen, press play on the Karen Knit podcast, and she's doing a scrappy sock make along for November. I'd completely forgotten about it. I'd seen it on the podcast the other day, and look, she's just sorting her scraps out.
This will be an experiment. I will see. Then I will do these.
So, if you want to join in a make along for November, go. All the podcasts that I talk about and the vlogs are all linked. Will be linked below this video. So if you want to join in, she's doing one. So I've got my scrappy box here. That's my finger. Anyway, oh, there's my dreamer pattern there. Look. I bought that jar in Sainsbury's the other day. So anyway, that starts today. So I might cast on a pair of socks. I kind of lost my sock mojo in October. It went out the window. So that might just be getting me into it. What I might try, you know, I have done it before, but I was watching Earth Tones Girl and, sorry, I just moved my phone. I was watching Earth Tones Girl about knitting two at a time socks. So for these scrappy socks, I might try them 2 at a time. The way I've tried it before and sort of struggled a bit when I watched the Earth Tones Girl tutorial, you know, she has the No Fear sock knitting classes. She was saying when she does 2 at a time socks, if she's doing cuff down like I knit, she casts on the cuff. She knits the cuff for each sock. Goodness, and words are difficult today. She knits the cuff for each sock and then transfers it onto 2 needles for 2 at a time. So I might try that. I've got so many scraps in there. Actually, I did use a load of scraps a few months ago. But yeah, so scrappy socks. I put a box down just for a second. A spare box that I had on the side. And I wanted to put something else there, so I just moved the box for a second. Went to pick the box back up and this happened. Holly, did you jump in the box? Cats and boxes! I'm just making a drink. I'm very... Ooh, don't go near the window. That was a bit bright, wasn't it? I'm very cold, so I'm making a cup of coffee. Just to try and warm up, because I'm freezing. Been to Tesco's this morning. I still need to go to the shop. I didn't get milk, so I'm going to have to go down to the shop. It's raining outside. I think it's between rain showers right now, so I might just go now. And I've got a cough. Right, shop. It's only at the end of the street. I can't moan. But we're going to go. Ooh. Put my boots on. Boots are on. Grab my handbag. Oh! Can't do it. Oh! Right, let's go to the shop. Still got that chime on the door. Still can't work out how to get it off. It's not raining, but oh my word, it's freezing. Hello, Rosa. Oh. Look how blue the sky looks, doesn't it? Look awful. That wind's really bad, isn't it? I'll try and cover the microphone up. Is that Josh down there? I'm sure I can see Josh in front of me. I'm sure I can. Josh is my middle son. I think he's walking down the street about 12 feet ahead of me. That house is all decorated for Halloween, pumpkins. Ooh! Ooh! The things you do for a cup of coffee. Wow. Right, I'm gonna go grab the milk, get back, put kettle on. Hello. I've come to put some jacket potatoes in the oven. Which I did not plan to make these today. Me and Danny both fancied jacket potatoes for tea. And it's funny because I've been talking to Ryan via emails about just about all sorts of things really. It's been really nice. And she mentioned, she said, what was that thing that you did with the potatoes? And I thought she meant shepherd's pie. So I was because she's obviously not in the UK. I thought she meant shepherd's pie. So I was explaining what shepherd's pie was, and then she came back. She says, "No, jack and potatoes." And I said, "Oh, jacket potatoes." So if you're not in the UK, jacket potatoes, you take 2 large potatoes and you prick them all over with a fork, and you bake them in the oven for about an hour and a half, so the skin goes really crispy and you've got lovely fluffy potatoes inside. And then you fill it with your favourite thing. So I'm just coating them in oil. So we're having them with chilli tonight. Let me just rinse my hands. Oh. We're having them with chilli, which Danny, I've said before, makes the best chilli in the world. He really does. Oh, he's here now.
What's that?
I was talking about your chilli. We're having jacket potatoes.
Yes.
So we're having them with chilli, but you can have them with cheese and beans.
What about my chilli?
I said we're having jacket potatoes and chilli.
I thought you were slating the chilli.
No, I'm saying how nice his chilli is. I don't like kidney beans at all. And Danny puts baked beans in the chilli in place of the kidney beans, which is really nice. Hello, Jack Jack. He just does not look happy.
Okay.
Stuart wants to come on and say hi.
You can say hello.
Here he is, big man.
As you can see, he's the one on the
It's
front.
like a tiger now, isn't he? He's massive.
Let me just do that. There you
He's a poor cat. Right, so jacket potatoes are in. It's 3 o'clock. They'll be ready about 4:30, 5. Just leave them in the oven. The oven's on. It's on about 170. 180. You can.
Are we doing cooking shows now?
No. You can cook them at a lower heat than that, and I would ordinarily if I had a fan oven, but my oven's not a fan oven and it's not a very good oven either, so you've got to cook it at a higher temperature. But yeah, they're doing the thing, so I shall be back. This is Polly in a huff. She was in the box in the middle of the hallway floor, so I moved it to the spot where she normally sleeps. I put blankets in it for her, and she's not impressed at all. This is the breakfast bar where she's sleeping now, on a bunch of letters. I'm just sitting with my feet up while Danny cooks. He's just doing the chilli now. Jacket potatoes are nearly ready and he's just cooking a chilli. Finn didn't want chilli, he's having something else, and Josh isn't having tea tonight because he's working tonight, so he's going to get something later on. Sorry for rocking, I was swinging my legs. I'm sitting at the breakfast bar on the chairs and I'm so little my feet don't touch the floor. So whenever I sit here, I just swing my legs like I'm 10. I can't wait for tea. It's going to be amazing. Been looking forward to this all day. Yum, yum, yum.
Beef and onions, guys.
You alright?
Fine. Cooking away. Hello all. You alright? Hope you had a great day. Hope you're enjoying your cup of tea. Coffee or beer, whatever you're having.
Oh, I might have a glass of wine later as well.
As you do, while rocking away.
I can't move my face properly, right? You've probably noticed on the vlog today, I have this horrible spot. And it's really, really painful. So when I talk, it really hurts. It's driving me mad. I bet you're all looking at it now. You can see it now. I've pointed it out. It's so painful to talk. It kept waking me up in the night. What's that about?
Well, you can have chilli now just to burn it out.
Danny said earlier.
I make sure the powders are just perfect.
Danny said earlier, don't drop chilli on it. It's really painful. It really is. Never mind. So we're going to have tea, and then we are getting ready for the shop update. And as well, I cannot believe it. I didn't mention it this morning, but the Up North sock pattern is out today. So it's available on Ravelry and on the website if you want to go and have a look. I didn't even mention it this morning, completely forgot. But yeah, we're going to have tea and then we're going to start getting everything ready for the update. Last month it was really weird because some of this stock went live half an hour before the update time. It was, I don't know why, don't know how it happened. It just released half of the stock before update time. We don't put anything on a timer. It has to physically, when it gets to 7 o'clock, Danny's got to physically go onto the website and check the box for every single item and publish it. So it's not like it's on a timer or anything, but just so it wasn't even in the right, you know, it shouldn't have even been in a collection, because they don't go in collections till Danny clicks it into one.
If it happens again, good luck. What on you?
But I don't know how it did it. It just did it. It was so weird. So yeah, tea and then getting everything ready for the update, which I'm very excited about. And yeah, so I shall be back.
With the finished article.
Are you gonna? You want me to show? I'll show you what Danny's chili looks like. It's very nice. And I'll be back in a bit. Hello everybody. Oh, it's the end of the evening already. Where's the time gone? First of all, I meant to talk about these on the podcast a couple of weeks ago. So I've been using them, turned them off, and I nearly took them off, and I thought, no, keep them round your neck so you can talk about them. I have never had a pair of these lights before, and I really struggle in the winter when I'm knitting. I've got 2 lights on, and when I'm working with dark yarn, I just can't see, and I'd heard so many good things about these neck lights. So I went onto Amazon, and I did purchase a set. Now, mine were only $8.99. We do have Amazon Prime, but these weren't in the Prime deal, and they were in the sale, and they are absolutely fantastic. The best thing that I have ever bought for knitting by far. So they've got different settings on, so you can turn them that way, different colours, and you've got different brightnesses. They bend, so you can angle them like that. They're so good, and I'll charge them up. They take a few hours to charge, and they last days. They're absolutely brilliant. So if you struggle like me with lighting, these neck lights are amazing. Just wanted to say that before I forgot. The other thing I wanted to say was I just want to, no spoilers here, there's nothing to say, but I did just want to talk about the MCAL. Let's take that off a minute now. I can take it off now I've talked about it. The Geo Gradient MCAL. I'm not giving any spoilers away. Is my... One sec, I think there's something wrong with my light. Hang on. No, I think it was fine. I think this jumper's looking a bit blowing out on the camera. Oh, the pig's not sat up straight. There you go, piggy. Right, so quick talk about the Geo Gradient MCAL. I gave up. My MCAL is no more. I talked about it a lot in the group. It was Clue 4. So where it stood at the end of Clue 3, it was still a small but wearable shawl. Josh loved it. Josh has taken it. So it has not gone to waste at all. But Clue 4 came out and I'd seen the dip stitch. I wasn't concerned about it because I do a lot of the bobble stitch and it's not too dissimilar to the bobble stitch. So I was quite excited about it. And I picked up all the stitches. I got to that first row of dip stitches and I did half of the row and I just hated every second of it, which I surprised myself with because I thought I would have really liked doing it. Like I say, I love the bobble stitch and it's a very similar thing, but I did not enjoy doing that at all. So it took me about 45 minutes to do that row. And I thought, so to finish this row, we're going to be like an hour and a half to an hour and, well, probably about an hour and a half, which actually turned out my thought process was right because since then when I've been watching the videos, everybody's been saying it's taken about an hour and a half to an hour and 3/4 to do that row. Anyway, at the time I was thinking I'm 45 minutes in, I'm halfway through this row and I've really not enjoyed this. At the minimum, I had 2 of those rows to do. And I thought, I don't want to spend my time... I'm going to take my glasses off because that's really reflecting. I don't want to spend my time doing something that I'm not enjoying. And it would have been an hour and a half that I really wasn't enjoying knitting. So I did decide not to continue with it. I'd mentioned it in the MCAL group. Everybody in the MCAL group understood. I look really weird now without my glasses on. That's so strange. And I've got hair on my face somewhere as well. Everybody in the MCAL group understood, and everybody was really supportive, and they just sort of said, Alex, if you're not enjoying it, just don't do it. So I didn't. But I just wanted to give you a heads up because I don't want anyone to be worried about seeing spoilers on the vlogs or anything like that. There just isn't any. Now, I don't regret doing the geogradient at all. I really don't, because I like the mystery of it and I like the community aspect of it. That part doesn't bother me. For me, it's never about whether I'm going to like the shawl or not. It's just about the taking part. I didn't expect to come across a stitch that I had such strong negative feelings for. I really didn't like it. My eyes look really weird now I've taken my glasses off. I can't get used to it. I'm trying not to look at myself. Yeah, I've never ever come across that before in knitting where there was something that I really didn't like. Had there been fewer stitches on it, I think I could have probably done it and put up with it and been fine. But for the 500 stitches that there were on that row, I just, no. So I don't regret doing the geogradient. I am going to think a little bit longer about whether or not I do it next year because I don't want to be in that situation again. And that's what happens with a mystery. Some you like, some you don't. Last year's, I loved every second of it. I did the mystery earlier on in the year with Amber O'Brien and I loved every second of it. It's just one of those things. So yeah, there's no more geogradient, I'm afraid. Oh well. I still enjoyed the parts that I did, you know, the clue 1, 2 and 3. I still enjoyed that, so I'm not bothered. I had a blast taking part and I don't regret taking part at all. I absolutely loved it. Right, so now I've got that out of the way. This is a really long vlog. It may as well be a podcast at this rate. I'm so sorry, everybody. I think we're at over half an hour. I am really sorry. It's always the same on day one of any vlog that I do. And I can't shut up. So I'm just going to quickly mention something else, and anything else I'm going to save for tomorrow, because otherwise this is going to be about an hour long. Oh, goodness me. And it'll take forever to upload as well. Right, so the knitting plans that I had today did not happen. I did decide, when I was watching Karen earlier from the Karen Knits podcast, I decided that I would try 2 at a time socks. And I took the tips that Denise from Earth Tones Girl had given, which was to make the rib on each cuff first and then transfer them onto the needles for 2 at a time. So I did, and I've absolutely loved it. So I have a pair of socks. I've got 100 centimetre needle on here. Oh, just 1 second. Sorry, Josh was just going to work. So yeah, I put it on 100 centimetre cable for Magic Loop and I'm really enjoying it. So the sock mojo came back and I didn't want to scare it off, so I just carried on. So all the other knitting plans I had today have gone out the window and I've just carried on with these. Oh well, never mind. So I'm not going to keep you here much longer now. I've already been waffling another 7 minutes, and anything else that I was going to talk about now, I'm going to talk about tomorrow, because there's a few things I want to share with you this month as well. It's wellness month for this month for diabetes. I'm not raising money this time, but there are a few wellness things that I'd like to share, things that I do. You know, wellness is not just about exercising, there's other things as well. So there's a few things that I'm going to just pepper in throughout the month that you'll see as we go on. So I'm hoping that some of you are going to find that interesting. Diabetes are running a huge fundraising for the wellness month. And like I say, I'm not going to be fundraising, but I do want to spread the wellness through. So I'm going to be doing that as well. I was going to talk about it a little bit tonight, but I'm just going to pepper it in throughout the month. And I was going to talk about my festive sweater. I've not done any of it today, so I will be doing some on it tomorrow. I will talk about that tomorrow as well. But for now, after all my waffling today, I'm going to go. Thank you for joining me, everybody, for November Vlogs Day 1. I will see you tomorrow for Day 2. Bye-bye.